into game number 91. It will be Erangel as we head over to Demon with someone joining in very, very, very soon.
Thank you very much. Yes, here we go. We're on to Erangel. We just got 4 maps of Erangel, 2 more Miramar, and we're done for the season, or the phase, or whatever you prefer to call it. It's a pretty relatively decent playing for just about everyone involved. So finally, everyone can go to their homes. The question is, will they be in their homes, or will we see the hot drops that they just mentioned on the desk? I don't think we will. I think there's too much respect between some teams to go for the hot drops. I think we're seeing everybody going out in their relatively standard locations. Team Liquid down Pachinki, Navi down south, Razor Edge over to Yasnaya, Vitality at schools, etc. Yeah, DA into their same spot, Reciprocity go down Sosnovka, FaZe over to Milta Power, TSM Milta, Knights in their standards as RG2. Everybody's in their old homes. So, no hot drops, no changes, nothing yet. And I'm wondering whether it is the time maybe to go for it, or whether, as has been said many times, you know, if you're dropping on somebody's dedicated loot spot, they know that area better than you. It's as simple as that. They've played it, they've been there. Chances are in some scrim somewhere along the line, they've had teams challenging them for it, and they've had to fight for it. So it is always the case that it will go against you. That circle is going to cause some problems. We saw this yesterday, didn't we, with the north-south splits. Once it swung north and went up towards the northern area, and then obviously we saw it finishing just north of the mountain yesterday in the final matchup. So this is good for the likes of Winstrike. Also CrowCrowd. Both Winstrike and CrowCrowd just, I think, 8 or 9 points away from the Knights for that 15,000 prize that will be coming into 8th place. And you guys, you keep banging on about CrowCrowd falling into relegation. I don't know where you get this from. They're challenging for 8th, not relegation. They're challenging for 8th place. You mentioned it yesterday. I was thinking, what? My mind was exploding. I didn't know what you were going on about.
They have had such a good week so far, though, and they were actually close. Starting before this, they were actually in the kind of the danger zone if they had a really, really bad week, as we've seen them do before.
Yes.
But they've definitely stepped it up in this week so far. And now they're definitely challenged for 8, but it's also because our mid-pack is so close. Like the 8th and like 7th to 8th, it's so, or like 8th and down to, is it 11th or 10th? It's extremely close in terms of points.
Yeah, 8th through 11th is Knights in 8th. 8th to 10th, sorry, yeah. 9th is Winstrike.
Yeah.
Actually, Winstrike and CrowCrowd on equal points as well.
Yep.
9th and 10th. So then they're only just 10 points behind the Knights. Outside of that, it does start to stretch a bit. DA, no, it is 11th.
Yeah.
What am I about?
ENCE
ENCE has snuck in there. Oh my god, I forgot about ENCE.
ENCE is 9 points.
ENCE is actually, ENCE could get in the money.
Yeah, ENCE is 9 points off the money right now. It's actually insane.
That's bonkers.
Yep, it is.
That's bonkers. Anyway, going back to what you were talking about on the desk, the good old hot drop topic that we love to talk about in PUBG.
But it happens so rare.
That so very rarely happens. A lot of the times why it never used to happen in the past in tournaments was almost down to respect between teams. It's just, and it's so risky to do it because
because there's 14 other teams. It's not a one versus one.
Well, it's not only that. You're also dropping into someone's backyard. They know the territory. Sure, everybody's played every area of the map by now and then. But the fact is, they've played that spot. They've scrimmed that spot. Chances are they've had hot drops in the past in scrims, you know, where people are messing around somewhat not quite so seriously. So they've always fought in that position. So if you're to do that, it's such a massive risk.
It is indeed. And that's why it's not worth it. That's why I'm saying I want to see a rotational camp rather than a fight on the home turf. The one time...
Which we did see from TSM a couple of times from the Potato Hill, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Knights were one of the guys camping on the Raptor Road, the dirt road where they camped out FaZe and some of the other guys. But the one true, like really true contesting spot, or the true hot drop, was when FaZe Clan tried to hot drop onto Cloud9 for PGL Fall, because that was they guaranteed them. They already guaranteed themselves second, but to win the whole tournament, they needed to get Cloud9 out and get a good game.
Didn't work out, though.
They managed to get a few kills, but didn't work out in overall, unfortunately. It was really interesting, though. Mert. Takes his car, not connecting. Yeah, they're finding one.
Not going to connect from that range with the barrel, that's for sure. Okay, does switch to the Mini. The Hill, well, no surprise. The Mountain Team Liquid gone up there. Winstrike were kind of looking at it, but they've gone for this 2-2 split. We saw this circle yesterday, didn't we? First game it swung north, second game it swung south, so we don't really know. This is very 50-50 as well, with Georgia Pole centre massed. In fact, the bay of Georgia Pole very much the centre point, which is going to cause a lot of problems for these teams. They're all gambling on the eastern side of the circle, knowing that it's going to pull away from that western coastline.
And I really want to see one of these teams that have researched the VODs and seen into how this is. It's so rare that we see anyone taking over the Georgia Pole bridges on both sides to make sure that they have anywhere to both sides to play on. Mert is going to find Theme. Let's see if they're going to be able to finish it off, or it's going to be stolen. No, Mert is going to be able to finish it off as well. Miracle is going to find an AUG. Great gun. I loved it.
Vitality have actually got to the top ridge, so Team Liquid preferred the lower ridge line of the mountain. Currently keeping themselves secure there. Meanwhile, the Knights and FaZe Clan are edging on this, being a northern shift.
Looks like they're taking a chance at least. ENCE definitely committing, Knights definitely committing. Ratio edge, FaZe Clan. I think FaZe Clan, they kind of want to stay on the eastern side. They could cross the Yasnaya Bridge if they want to. I think
they're going to stay very much on the edge circle here and then bomb in if it goes that way. But if, yeah, like you say, if they can stay there, they can get over one of those Rozhok bridges or Yasnaya Bridge early-ish.
Yeah, I kind of want to see them stay there. And it looks like they're going to be going far north of Yasnaya, following that usual rotation. Vitality. Shadow here with an 8. That's cooked. That's cooked very long. Very long
time. Yeah, that's going to be an instant explosion.
Taking down the bike, though. No more two-seater for them. And Liquid, they are already betting that it's going to be close to the mountain. We had one yesterday. A nice ending there. But it did shift towards the crates at one point, heavily favoring CrowCrowd. And unfortunately, we didn't have a true mountain ending without. I love that. I love that ending. Oh, it's going to. Jazz here.
Are they going to push that? Are they going to push that? I wonder. Jazz looks like he wants to go aggressive. Ibby's going to cook the nade out. Saw it come in. Samti's coming to support. Ibby's nade goes over the top. Nasus gets caught as does Shadow. Vitality getting naded down. Jazz is trying to go down low, but I think that may be a little too late. He's going to have to try and secure it. Nasus is going for the revives while Jazz tries to keep them pinned. James is being revived there by Samti. And Vitality caught a dose of their own medicine there. They were trying to toss the nades at Team Liquid and it all came back on them.
Oh, that nade. Oh, I thought it had a bit of legs on it. Didn't do. Although more nades coming out so far. They already got one knock and a kill. Obviously, they know now, but this time that he's going to be back on his legs, and they're throwing more nades, trying to get another opening. If they get one more knock at this point, they will be pushing on it for sure.
Oh, Raise Your Edge getting caught out by ENCE once again in the top there. That's Sigsy and Menox both gone down. This is way up north towards the deep northern road. Knights are actually passing even further north than ENCE are right now. They're on the coastline. They're about to pass by. Watch Worcester at the moment. You're about to see 3 vehicles passing on by. There's Navi. This is down on the south side. You can see they're on that little compound just near the hospital. The edge of the ridge. Okay, Knights have decided to go in and actually a little deeper south. They realize ENCE were there. And Mikaz is backing away from this one.
I'd like to see a northern shift here in this. It's rare we've seen it. And the circle is going to be closing slowly. Let's see where it goes.
Well, FaZe have committed.
Oh, the northerns!
Ooh, a Zaki finish! Oh my word!
We haven't seen these in months and months and months again.
Yeah, the fields up here. Oh my God, Raise Your Edge. Well, they may only have 2 alive, but they're going to get there first, that's for sure. ENCE are going to be bombing along. Look at that race on the northern road. ENCE are going to reach there first ahead of the Knights, and they're only going to have 2 there though. Now look at the bridge play. Team Liquid already coming across. DA on mobile. G2 already across. CrowCrowd, M19 going across. Through Georgia Pole, we have NIP, Reciprocity, and Navi. Vitality also down low. This is going to be mayhem. The North George side is going to get very crowded right now. Everybody's in the cars. Everybody's trying to find the position. Raise Your Edge have got the perfect spot. That is such a great location, but there is only 2 of them there, and everybody's seen the kill feed this early on. Everybody knows there's only 2 players going to be there if they see someone get knocked.
Knights are pulling up, even though that they heard our players here fast while they're getting ready. They want to get out of there.
There's a
reposition here.
double crate drop as well on the eastern side of the circle.
The bait.
Reciprocity, all 4 in a boat. Here we go.
So the luminosity
that
rotation
could work out so well for them because it's completely open. Nobody's going to be Zaki side, right? So that could work out very well for them.
Absolutely. I love to see it. A good old luminosity rotation here from Reciprocity. You remember that, yeah?
I remember it, but the question is, does anyone watching ever remember that? Do they even realize when Luminosity played PUBG back then?
It's going to be less than 100 players.
Oh no, Navi is shooting Reciprocity. I think they should be safe across. Okay, DA also pulling up for that central spot next to the Knights, and Razor Edge have gone further forward. Iro's just cruising along in his Dacia through the field.
Still 100 HP though.
Somehow surviving. Those cars are all smoking pretty heavy. Sixmos is in trouble.
I remember playing a game recently actually where Digital Legs was also in the game, and they played this exact spot here. They took this compound, later on they moved onto the top of the hill, and they actually played that extremely well. We'll see how that is going to go out. ENCE have taken this compound, and Rishi adds their fast rail. He's snaking right there. They
might get surprised by Reciprocity, who have obviously come out on the beat. So Unity have done similar. They've also gone for the boat. They're making their way a lot later on. TSM still at hospital now. He's still in South George. Winstrike, you can see coming out so late. Team Liquid, are they going to go for those double crates, I wonder? Can they see them? Is the smoke still popped? I'm not too sure it will be by now.
Imagine this. So this is circle 2. Imagine this closest center on Georgia Pole.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a 50-50 in the third circle, depending on where the least water is. Tap has been found by Brexco. Smokes are coming out. CrowCrowd is trying to save him up. See if he's going to be able to do that. Brexco. Nice shots connecting for a few more.
G2 trying to move. This is all up on the northeastern side. FaZe have got themselves a pretty safe spot. They know that their coast is clear. Look at ENCE. ENCE is on the deep north spot, covering the coastline, so he doesn't get. So they know they're not going to get wrapped around.
Yeah.
FaZe have won from this position. I seem to remember this ridge line before. God, when was that?
That's
probably a year ago as well.
You casted that game, and I played there. They won from the tip.
That's it.
It was an awesome in 2017.
When Fuzz was up close,
yes, yes. I played on the ridge there. We were on the ridge. They played out by the water. Oh, such a good game. You casted that.
I did. I do. I remember it well. That's a long time ago.
That's
now,
2 years.
Yeah.
1 year and a half.
If you were playing, it has to be. It is a northern shift, and it does go their way. Brexco with the double. FaZe Clan, meanwhile, getting Chris down as well. That leaves just Fast Rail, the last man standing for them. And FaZe Clan, they have control. They have this northern edge. The entire, I would say 50% of the northern circle right now is FaZe's. It's a question is, where does everyone else go in this southern area?
Yeah, we'll see how they're going to be playing this. Reciprocity, this was a great rotation, and it's going to go north the circle.
They've got Unity. Nobody's going to be expecting Unity coming off the coastline. Reciprocity played the boat game, and they're not going to be expecting another boat to come behind them.
Definitely not.
Does DA see them? DA does, but it's a little too late. Iro gets downed. That may be go time for Unity and Reciprocity because they know that they're facing one another. Unity going to pick on them. I think Reciprocity going to use this to try and leapfrog ahead. They've gone on towards the ridgeline. You can see on the minimap down the bottom right here, there's all 4 members of Reciprocity. It's a shooting gallery onto poor old Digital Athletics. And of course, this is a team that everyone's chasing. Reciprocity will want to capitalize on this.
31 points ahead right now, Digital Athletics. And Reciprocity, they're in a great spot for this as well. Iro has gone down.
Oh, Navi are going across the West Bridge. This is going straight into the hands of NIP. Both, I can see Miraku and Gaxi, the other side of this bridge, staring at it, as is MBS. They're all ready to go. And Navi, they're going to try and crash on through, but you can't crash through concrete. And Gaxi knew that all too well. Miraku going to toss the nades out. He's going to sacrifice Gaxi there. I think he will with a nade. Senya might well go down with that nade. No, he survives. He's got himself inside the shack. But Navi, they knew they were going to be in trouble trying to make that push.
Yeah. Luck's trying to connect a few shots onto NBS. More shots are coming out. Half HP though. And Navi,
no, TSM in trouble as well. That's the other side of Vitality. This is also North Georgia Pole. Meanwhile, you can see the hillside, Reciprocity and Unity going at it. Down that bottom side, Scoom getting caught out. Gaxi crawling away. The smoke going to cover his escape here. Bestalosh's nade. That was a good vert nade going towards him. I don't know if it had the legs though.
Ooh, good Kobe.
Close.
Very good Kobe. Senya trying to get off and confirm Gaxi.
Oh, G2 have found the remnants of Winstrike. That's going to be just Julski, the last man standing for them. As you can see, Brexco in the distance about to confirm him. Don't think there's much they can do there. Winstrike, well, they were chasing the money. They still are. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem there, even if they go out 16th here.
This was great play, and I like the
How in the world?
On top of that, the nades as well from NIP to cover off the res. Shiv, look at this. Shiv is off onto Unity, and the fights are going to be massive.
Look what's happened. Reciprocity and Unity ended up fighting each other. They've left D8. Iroh's back on his feet.
They got him up, and now there are 4 players alive.
DA got 4 alive, and Reciprocity instead, they're both gone south, magnetized to each other, and completely left DA alone.
That's, I'm not sure if they're, I think they could think that obviously they're aware now that it's Unity they're fighting. And look at this, Rafi, he hears that Digitalytics, they're making a run for it. And he knows now this is the time that Digitalytics will be nice nade from Shiv. That's going to be his potential 3rd kill here. He's going to be confirmed most likely.
DA are going to surround Reciprocity. They've completely dropped the ball on this one, trying to fight Unity.
Look at this.
Tizzering down low, but Rafi's about to see all 4 members of DA. He's got round behind them, hasn't he?
Yeah, they're going to be close to this. They need to win this fight to even have a chance.
So while this is happening, there's going to be a massive battle. You can see it starting to develop on the south side as Blaston bleeds out. Tizzer in the last man for Unity. Rafi does get seen by DA, so that's problems for Reciprocity. If Tizzerin gets one here, Reciprocity are in all sorts of trouble. They will get him down, but Rafi goes, and that's Reciprocity down to 2. They have missed their chance to deal the damage to DA, and I think that's going to cost them dearly, maybe in terms of relegation as well. Back down south, Georgia Pole, M19, the gatekeepers at the moment have NIP in there, Vitality. They're actually all mobile. NIP in vehicles. They're about to blast out of this one. You can see them on the main screen here as they make the move. TSM finds Na'Vi. That's Bestelos going down. That leaves Senya, the last man standing. Nice drive in Miraku. Gets away with it.
Taking a 2-2 split here, and to take this higher ground, Senya though, in the meanwhile,
battle.
He's been spotted.
Big battle on the western side of the circle, the eastern side of the circle, sorry. Team Liquid and G2, both at the top of the table, about to clash with one another. This could be a big decider in terms of points between them. Senya from Na'Vi, of course, he's the last man. They want a word in this one, but I think Wookie may have the better, but that nade coming out from Senya may well find Wookie. You're not going to get away from it. Na'Vi will go down, 14th for them, but TSM survive with just the 1. Now back to the north, please. Can we see Team Liquid facing off against G2? This is a battle for $175,000.
Reciprocity trying to move on to NIP here, trying to survive, make their way in. In the lower third picture here, Liquid fighting G2 are currently. VOD is going to find a 19. Shiv is trying to sneak in. 4 kills on Shiv so far. Nades are coming in. Oh, this could be a big nade. No.
Chris going to run away from it. It didn't quite dribble around, did it? That's what they were looking for. Trying to get it down. G2, remember they've wiped out Winstrike, so they've already picked up a bunch of kills. Here, that's a big hit. It's actually Set that caught it as Chris tried to get into the Harry Potter, call him down low, and Team Liquid, they know who they're up against. They're going to push on this one. Kane tries to back away, gets outside the Harry Potter. Ibis actually going up to the top there. Kane tries to do the rope-a-dope. James surely sees him on the stairs, and you will take him down, and G2 lose 2 quickly in succession. Udia now, the last man standing, I believe, for G2, tries to wrap and go around the back and back away from this one. This might be Team Liquid stealing the first place once again and securing it. Look at that, they're chasing Udia down.
In terms of kills, they're definitely in the first now. Hax is spotted. NIP, nice nade here is going to take NBS down. Gaxi is extremely low himself as well. This is very important for Reciprocity to survive this. This could be a great nade onto Gaxi as well. It's going to take off NBS as well. It's going to finish. He's been spotted though.
Oh, Shiv manages to catch him down, and Reciprocity 8 kills. That is a massive round for them. Question is, can they survive in the placement points, because they're doing some serious damage to NIP now.
Digitalytics still survive in here on the western side. Next circle is going to shift. See how it's going to go. It's going to go fairly kind of center, but also in the northern side. ENCE is looking amazing.
I tell you what, the Knights, they need to start worrying. They have that great spot in the field, but with ENCE in those positions, we could see back-to-back.
Yeah, we can, from here, Knights, they can play on the corner where the roads they meet close to ENCE. They can play on that corner there. There's some good cover. So they can easily play that on the other side, basically, a bit slightly northwest from where CrowCrowd is. Jasa, Vitality, they've made it in.
DA are moving north. They're going for around the northwestern side. FaZe look like they're going to reposition on the eastern edge of the circle. Looks like they're going to try and make a position over there. They know that ENCE have that compound. Vitality, where are they going to go? Oh, they see Gustav in the open there, trying to cross the field. It's a horrible spot. He will go down. Ibi also caught out by Kemba as they tried to move. CrowCrowd, of course, in the fields. They have that little ditch position, which Constantine's actually trying to get to. But unfortunately for him, CrowCrowd are already there. That's where he's trying to find. Comes across, and that's going to be an easy kill for CrowCrowd.
And meanwhile, Reciprocity also finished off in IP. So Reciprocity is going to be in a 9 kills so far. They're going to have quite a... They need to make quite a run here. I don't see them surviving this rotation from here.
They needed D8 to be dead, though. FastRail's about to see D8. I don't know what he can do because he's all alone. Team Liquid. Uh-oh, they're all in the car.
FastRail found one.
That's 3 in a car. FastRail tries to nade over the top there. Beautiful death. Sixmo also going to go for the push. That's FastRail down. And that's Razor Edge out in 11th place. Team Liquid survived somehow and got all 4 into there, but that is not a nice spot. FaZe Clan have them dead to rights.
There's a little hill here on the brow of the hill, or the little ridge line here. They might be able to play
going for it straight in towards Vitality down the south side. They're going to go into this ditch.
This is a great play.
Well, do the Knights have an angle here?
I know.
Not now, because they've got the WAZ stack.
And they also got a little ridge to work with. The only thing they have to worry about right now is Vitality. But TSM, Michael, is right next to Vitality. He might be able to make something happen here for them. Coming out. Knights, 0 kills so far. Mexi is going to find Sixmo. This might be massive. If they continue this, they're going to be able to get in here. ENCE also has a lot of pressure onto Digitaletics. Digitaletics, they're trying to make their way in here. There's not much cover for them on the western side. Nice nade there.
EB's been caught out.
Michael.
See, that's the shots. The smoke's clearing. Team Liquid are just getting shot at completely.
Michael doesn't have a yellow suit here, and he's proning in the...
DA are gone for vehicle. They're in trouble here. D8, they've lost a beautiful death. I don't think they're going to go for the revive there, so Iro repositions as well. They have the circle. There was Michael trying to do his hero play, but it's always the same, really. You almost certainly expect a refrag. It goes to ENCE. Now it causes problems. Knights, of course, still holding that little ditch. It's really nice. It's kind of... what's the word I'm after? Surrounded by the hillside.
Yeah, they got cover, yeah.
I can't think what the word is. They got good defilators, put it that way.
They definitely do. Liquid needs to make a play here. Reciprocity needs to make a play. Vitality and FaZe Clan. I think Digitaletics, they were going to be able to just snake and stay alive on the northwestern side here and maybe make their way into placement points into the top 8.
Empty as they wanted to move there. You can see they were laying the smokes down, so they were getting ready to go, but where can they go? That's the problem. FaZe are on the move. FaZe are going for it. Are they going to move on the back of that one? They're going to drive right by Udyr. They're going for the little crossroads ditch, but I'm not sure if it's going to quite offer the cover that they're hoping for. They've just leapfrogged ahead of ENCE. They are very exposed to, I think it was Rustenmar I just saw tossing the nade out there, and he's going straight onto the Dacia. And ENCE quickly dashes away from that one. The second one will follow. That may split the difference and catch both of them out. That looked like a great nade. Uber's caught them out. There's the nade. It catches ENCE. Gemty surrounded. Samty goes down. Team Liquid are falling in the fields.
Liquid in on a lot of pressure here. This is a perfect leapfrog for FaZe Clan.
Vitality are on the move. They tried. Kramer gets instantly down by CrowCrowd. Udyr found out. That's G2 down in 9th place. This is FaZe Clan's chance to try and make a move up the table and get back into that top 3 battle.
If Liquid goes down here, it'll be massive for FaZe Clan. They're in a great spot to win it as well, considering that they got the majority of the centering side here.
Look at Uber's shot so close to the head of Gemty. You see them whizzing past. Haxetti goes down. That's Reciprocity down to Shiv now as the Knights look to try and secure that 8th spot. Look at the table right now. So 8th place, that's what we're talking about. That's the money cutoff. Then, of course, you've got the bottom 4, which at the moment is Reciprocity trying to chase Digital Athletics, but they are still alive, which means they're going to be getting placement points ahead of Reciprocity. But Rec, I think, had 9 or 10 kills by now.
Great spot in terms of kills right now. Liquid, oh, it's going to be found here. EB, Gemty's going to be taking down Jazza though. And Gemty, oh, it's been found. CrowCrowd as well. Vitality, they're going to be pushing. This is going to be so rough. We're going to see 2 teams fall off here. Meanwhile, Knights is also pushing. He's trying to get in behind Shiv. And this is going to be Liquid out in 8th place. They're going to get in 1 placement point, and now it's up to FaZe. This is the time to hunt down the top 3. As you see in the real-time standings on the left side, the only team surviving and alive in the top 4 is FaZe Clan. Nice nade here.
CrowCrowd. If they back up any further, the Knights are going to be able to push them. I mean, look at Shiv. Look at Shiv on the distance there. Knights have completely pushed up onto his position as well. Vitality, they've got to move now or never. Jazza bleeds out. They're looking to try and make the play. Wanted looking at every little angle. Shiv has just got this tiny little bush that's keeping him alive right now. The circle, oh, it's moved away from the Knights, so now they have to make this play. They have to get this side of the road.
And they need to push off even further. They got so much of this cover in the side here. Digital Analytics. They're
Okay,
going to be in a rough
there you go.
spot.
24 to the head. Boom. I didn't take him down. He had a tier 3 helmet. That's why. But Shiv finished off. So it's 7th place for Reciprocity. They got 9 kills. So 10 points overall. Not the greatest. They need to deal with... and honestly, I still think the mistake was not dealing with DA. ENCE, they have this great vision. They have to deal with FaZe Clan on the doorsteps, but overall, okay. So what DA going to do now? They have to make a big rush play. They're all going to get in a vehicle.
They're going to try to get into the corner. They're going to try to get in the corner here, but Knights are going to completely annihilate them if they try to make a play for that. They're going to try to cross and get into the field side here.
Yeah, where that rock was, you saw on the crossroads. Exactly. That's where they're going.
Vitality.
Iro's going to try and run it. Oh no, they're just getting lit up. Who's going to pick up the kills? Trifley will catch a beautiful death. Mert jumps out. And I think that's maybe as far as they're going to go. Drayden spotted in the fields there by Squeaky. It's really they're spoiled for choice at the moment. ENCE for who do they kill first? Set down. Kemba, the last man standing for CrowCrowd. But as his Shadow in a 1v1 almost, as Shadow dives for the rock.
Trying to banish himself off. No more first aids available for him. Smokes are coming out for Set here. Kemba's going to try to make a clutch play and try to get Set up alive. Meanwhile, also finishing off Vitality. See how that gun's gonna go. He's afraid if there's any nades available. Oh, shots are coming out from Trifley. Connecting, not yet.
Trying to get Kemba down there. He knows that FaZe have just made this move. Oh, the headshot on Fuzz. Ditches, it's back behind the tree. Should go down. Oh, that awareness of where he's being shot from.
That's an amazing play here. And soon, ENCE will have to get out of this compound. They're gonna be pushing onto the road. And they are obviously aware that HC is there, but they're also aware that Digital Analytics are on the south side. So they're
Snark's nade on towards CrowCrowd. There we go. Catches Set. Kemba now the last man standing for him. Vitality, of course, trying to crawl along.
Shadow's actually inside here in this phase, so he's going to be having to wait to the next one. See how far this goes. Digital Analytics managed to snake into the zone as well. It's going to finish. Okay, so it's going to finish on the road actually.
Yep.
So ENCE they will have to cross on the left side and start with the Knights here. So they're trying to deal with Knights first, and then they will be smoking across and then getting over here. Nice shots coming out. Drayden's going to be taken off. Mert actually stole that, or managed to get that.
Iro got to a crate. Iro just got to a crate. Now, if that's an M249 at this range, could be crucial. We don't know what he's picked up yet, but it's definitely going to have level 3 gear because ENCE are going to be coming over the road straight in towards him. Oh, that smoke unfortunately bounced off the rock. They wanted that to go here because it's going to block off FaZe Clan a chance on them. They're going to be staring at this rock as soon as they come over the ridge. What did Iro pick up? It is! Oh, no, I thought it was the M249 instead. Oh, that nade. That's a good nade. That's a very good nade. Oh, my word. Truthfully taken to nothing. Squeaky low. Rustamar gets down. Squeaky down. Oh, Truthfully down. This has all gone horribly wrong. Mika's the last man standing. The spray from FaZe Clan through the smoke. Truthfully's confirmed. Mexi will steal that one away. If they can just find Mikaz, Iro's nade may well do. It does. And now Wanted also picked off. Iro is popping off here, causing all manner of problem across the road.
Fantastic play here from Iro. He's going to be putting a lot more pressure onto Knights. Still aware that we have some ENCE players. He's just going to be spraying into the smoke, actually connecting one shot. I think Mika's going to be taken down low.
FaZe Clan going for it. Rustamar down to nothing. He gets downed again. It's Uber this time. Mikaz just on absolutely nothing. Mert has himself an angle. Rustamar confirmed. Mikaz, the blue, is going to take him down. I think he's just going to pop inside as FaZe Clan now turn their attention down south. Kemba making a move. ENCE is keeping them at bay there as Shadow just creeps on towards Kemba.
Oh, this is a nice nade. Fantastic nade from Mika. It's not cooked enough, though.
Oh, the Wookiee suit. The Wookiee suit for Iro. And there's the second nade that went past him. Mikaz in the smoke. Now we're on to the final phase. FaZe Clan with 4 alive. The odds are in their favor. Kemba finds Shadow, so that's Vitality dealt with below. Kemba goes down. That's CrowCrowd. 5th place for them. Mikaz looks, strikes, finds Mert, but can't manage to get the shot. Dips into the blue. That's going to cost him, and he will go down. And now FaZe Clan, they were, what, 20 points behind the top 3. This is going to put them right back in it.
Digital Analytics, Knights severely hurt by this. FaZe Clan are looking great. Zone is closing slowly towards the center. It's going to be ending on the road.
I don't think FaZe have that many kills, though, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think they have that many. either, though. Iro here with 1 kill. Murd has popped off with 3, 6 so far in total, and the 5 placement points they're going to get from second place guaranteed. That's 11 points for Digitalytics.
Yeah, that's a problem because Reciprocity, again, looking back to that point when Unity and Reciprocity had DA surrounded, you thought that was the moment we were going to see a 0 going out from DA, but instead, they once again survive. You know, that's how DA do it, right? They make it to the top 3 once again. FaZe waiting. They got, okay, tell a lie, they got 6 kills, so we could be looking at a 10-kill finish here. That's a 20-point. That's actually right back in it, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're going to be, what, 5 points behind, I think.
I think Knights and Digitalytics, they're going to be fighting each other off, and I don't think they're going to get more than 1 or 2 kills here, unless they make a massive play for it. I doubt it.
Smokes.
They should be hunting now.
Wanted will find it. Oh, the auto Mark 14. Iro goes for it. Gets the spray down. We'll confirm it. They confirm one another. Here goes Fuzz straight across the time. Finds the snake lying in the grass. Iro's the last man standing that they're looking for. They see him lying down. Iro gets the spray, but it's FaZe Clan that pick up the win. It's an 8-kill victory. 18 points is going to put them right back amongst the top 4.
The top 4 is going to be so close. We have one more game today, and it's mind-baffling.
So, FaZe Clan just took the lead for most wins. They have 12.
12 wins. And
now VG2 are on 11.
Matches. Yeah, that is absolutely insane. So that means also that the top 3 has a third of our wins. They have 30% or more of the wins of our whole. It's actually insane.
Crazy, crazy stuff. ENCE are going to be kicking themselves. They thought they could have come out better, but, you know, they still got a decent placement in there. They still got kills, but the fact is, crossing that road was Death Valley. And it was Iro's nades.
But for Knights as well, they're trying to survive. They're trying to stay in the top 8, trying to get some of those money. And ENCE, they were trying to contest. And they were trying to get in there. They were trying to get into the top 8 to try to get some of those juicy prize pool money, which is only in the top 8. $15,000 for 8th place.
We finally got a different circle.
We did.
What a great game it was.
Sarky-ish ending. That was great.
We had Reciprocity and Unity and Boats going across there. You know, they picked